Well, hi there again. We're here with Dr. Karan Bhatia here at the APAO, and we're cooking up good stuff with our new cake magazine and pie magazine. We're doing baking themed stuff today. And it's very relevant, Karan, because basically what you've said is that, in terms of, what's cooking in ophthalmology these days, well, in India, it's manual small incision cataract surgery, which maybe that sounds ancient in terms of something compared to phaco, but it's not. It's actually, it's at the forefront of innovation. So tell me more about that, Karan.
See, manual small incision cataract surgery is a low-cost surgery, and it takes a very little amount of time. And the best part is you do not need any specialized equipment to do the surgery. You just need a couple of basic cataract set instruments and two blades, a keratome and a crescent blade to do the surgery. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes, and for average people, you can say about 5 minutes to 10 minutes to do the surgery.
Okay.
And you can do lots of cases with that. So India has a big number of cataract patients, and if you start doing phaco for every case, it's quite difficult when you have to do surgery in hundreds.
Right.
Like during my residency, we were doing around, the hospital was doing around 500 to 600 surgeries a day.
Huh.
So in that scenario, it becomes very difficult if you start doing everyone with phaco.
Yeah.
And by the way, manual small incision cataract surgery has equal results than phaco. And it requires less instrumentation, less manipulation. It's a technically much safer surgery than phaco.
Now, Karan, the interesting thing to me was that, in years of reporting in this subject area, the thing was always to go sub 2.2 millimeters for incisions. There were concerns about astigmatism, and you really needed to get below that in order to have good outcomes. But what you've said is that you can actually make these incisions through the sclera, is that right?
Yes.
And you can go, let's say, 5 millimeters or whatever, and basically you're not impacting astigmatism. And it can be comparable, sometimes even better than phaco results, and that just blows my mind.
See, it all depends on how you create the tunnel. It's a triplanar incision.
Yeah.
So the first incision is like this.
Yeah.
The scratch incision. Then you've got the tunnel, and then the entry inside the cornea.
Yeah.
So it creates a valvular effect, and it's a self-sealing incision. It does not require sutures. So astigmatism is less. So, and the further away you shift away from the cornea, astigmatism again is reduced.
Yeah.
Incisions 5.5 to 7 millimeters are good enough. You can even go beyond that, 8 millimeters for harder cataracts as well. And you just put one suture, so it's not a problem at all. Okay. And you can do it superiorly, you can do it temporarily. It doesn't matter that much.
So if you're
temporarily is less astigmatism.
If you're at 8 millimeter, you might do a suture, but you said most of the time you don't do sutures.
You don't do sutures, yeah.
Right.
And the best part about it is it's endothelial friendly.
Yeah.
Because whatever you do phaco, any phaco will lead to some amount of corneal endothelial loss.
Right.
That is much less with the small incision cataract surgery.
So in our field these days, in terms of innovation, some have talked about getting away from phaco even to do other methods of basically emulsifying that lens and getting it out. We're talking about an interesting method, just basically making a larger incision and just pulling that lens out, and yet that could be as good as anything on the cutting edge that there is today.
And the lens costs about less than $10.
Yeah.
So $10 is like nothing, and so it's pretty good.
And you said that your maximum caseload a day doing this was
42.
142. Imagine doing 142 cases in the U.S. That's not going to happen, but in India, they've obviously solved this great cataract backlog that used to be a real issue.
It's still a big issue.
Yeah.
And this surgery is particularly important, I would say, for developing countries.
Yeah.
Where the caseload is high, Africa as well. I think SICS has a major role.
Yeah, great. Oh, shout out to Divakan, I see him over there. Thanks for coming, brother. So obviously we're attracting innovative minds talking about this subject.
There are people right now who are putting multifocals with SICS and giving equally good results, and there are people also doing, I'm not doing it myself, but there are people who are doing smart SICS where they give post-operatively day 1 6/6 and 8 vision with a monofocal IOL.
Yeah.
So that's also quite interesting and nice.
Fascinating. Well, you know, Karan, thanks for coming over here. Tell a little about these new innovative recipes in ophthalmic microincision cataract surgery. Great to see you, brother.
Same here.
All right.
Pleasure.
And keep cooking in that kitchen of yours.
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
All right.